from the Netherlands. How's it going? Oh, Jerry, how's it going, Jerry? Good old Plano, Texas, home of American Airlines, if I'm not mistaken, right? I did some work for American Airlines way back in the day. How's it going, Jerry? Cool. Just waiting for a couple thumbs up in the chat room that everybody can hear me and that we are streaming live. Okay. Actually, I realized I was working on my laptop this morning, kind of preparing just some outline of what we're going to be reviewing today, and came onto my computer and realized I didn't have some things installed that I needed. So I was hustling and got it all installed 2 minutes ago. So excellent. Grant, what's up, Grant? How's it going, bud? Thanks for coming way down under. Man, it is early for you. Or did you not sleep? Like, it must be like in the middle of the night for you, no? Man, dedication. Robert, how's it going? Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, guys, is we're going to be looking at some SEO. We're going to continue the discussion from last week, and because I wanted to kind of go into some SEO tools, and I went way long last week, so I thought it'd be fun just to continue that for this week. And we're going to be testing Weaverspace in some SEO tools. Now, I've ran Weaverspace on some of these tools. I haven't on others. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of today because, yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to say. It'll be interesting. It'll all be live. I'll learn a little bit the same time you're learning. So hopefully we all get to learn a little bit. So, cool. What I want to start off with, here, let me go ahead and get my screen share ready here. Let's just transfer over there. Okay. Open up Safari here. And I want to continue a discussion that I started last week. And we're going to go to Google Search Console. Okay. Oops. You know, if you go to search.google.com, it should just go straight to the Search Console. Like, seriously? How annoying is that? I think that's the one I want. There we go. Okay. So, if you're aware, last week when we went live, I had like 100 and some odd errors, right, on Weaverspace in the Search Console. And upon further inspection, what happened is like basically it was a little bit of unluck, right? So I was playing around with the site a few days before we went live last week, and accidentally disabled indexing of all of my Stacks products pages, right? So all of my product pages, let me recenter me because I tend to be over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I tend to, or I was playing around with the robots tags and accidentally disabled indexing via a robots meta tag on all the Stacked product pages. I realized the fix like within a day and deployed the fix. And unluckily, the day that those tags were on there was the day Google decided to, index my pages. Go figure, right? So the day I did that and made that mistake, Google decided to index those pages. And I had fixed it already, but basically what I had to do is those errors were still in Google, and Google said, hey, you have errors. So I went into the console. First, I verified that it was actually fixed, and it was all fixed. But I went inside here, and then, here, let me go to a different one. So I haven't fixed these 500 errors. It says validation not started, right? So if you click on that, okay, once you fix something, you go ahead here and say validate fix. Now I did this. I clicked this validate fix button the day of, so a week ago today, and it's taken over a week, and Google's started to re-index things. So it went down from 107, I think, 104 errors down to 83. So as you see, I started the index 529, right? I requested Google do it. So Google takes its sweet time doing this, just to let you know. It's not like you submit it and Google fixes it within a day or so. It's not. It's been a week already, and it's fixed quite a few errors. It's rediscovered quite a few errors, and it's slowly going down. I've talked to some people, and they said that when they submitted their fix to Google, it took up to a month for their errors to actually be, rectified and Google to, reindex those pages. So just to let you know, Google, it is the long-term game. There is no short-term fixes in Google. So it is long-term. So eventually all these will be fixed and Google will be happy and it won't show any errors, but it just takes time, unfortunately. So yeah, good to know. It was a good learning curve for me as well, just to see exactly how to fix these things. I will fix these 500 errors if we go back to coverage. I need to fix these. As soon as I do, I'll submit the validation fix and whatnot. So, but anyway, thought that was good. Kind of a quick follow up from last week to let you guys know that I did fix these errors, but it takes Google a long time to fix them. So, anyway, Google Search Console, very important for you to know and learn, play around with, and anyway, yeah. So in performance here, if you want to, I didn't really go into any of this. This kind of shows your performance for of your Google rankings and stuff like that. So as you see, over time here in Weaver Space, this is the last 3 months here. You can kind of see your rankings in Google's, how many people are clicking and all that jazz. So if you notice over the past week or so, I've had quite a lot of activity, and I've been also all those pages that are starting to get fixed. I'm starting to get a lot more impressions, right? So anyway, and you can kind of see what your rankings are, impressions for every single keyword in here. You can go to pages, see which pages rank higher than others and all that stuff. So maybe we could do a separate live maybe one day on Google Search Console. I'm not a pro at it either, but definitely look at this. It's pretty intuitive to use, I have to say, for a Google product. I think it's pretty decent. They're getting better at UI and stuff like that. So good stuff here. Google Search Console is a good one. Make sure you play around with it. So today we're going to move on and we are going to start looking at some SEO tools as I promised. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at a couple free ones first, right? So we're going to look at some free tools that we can use. And I have to say, I haven't used any of these free tools yet. So this will be really, really interesting. The first one that we're going to look at is actually we're going to go to Moz. And if you've never been to Moz.com, amazing resource for SEO. So follow them on Twitter, follow their RSS feed on their blog. They just have so much rich, amazing content here. They are definitely one of the top dogs when it comes to SEO. I'll be talking about another one of the top dogs later on called Ahrefs. But right now, let's look at we'll look at Moz. Now, Moz has a bunch of free SEO tools. They have something called Moz Pro that has like all kinds of advanced stuff. I've never played around with it. I've heard some really amazing things with it. And I've heard it's toe-to-toe with Ahrefs, which I'll show you guys a little bit later on today. We're going to look at the free SEO tools. So go to moz.com/free SEO tools. And I'm going to put in a URL here. So let's just go and put in HTTPS. Let's just put in the homepage. How about that? Weavers.space. Okay, so I can do that. I say try now. Now oh, seriously? Am I already a member? I don't know. Am I lucky? I don't think I have a moz.com account. Come on. I don't. Okay. I didn't expect that. Okay. Let me sign up for an account really quick. Oh, I'm gonna switch this over here. And so yeah. Anyway, give me 1 second. Got to sign up for an account here. Wasn't prepared for that. Give me really quick. Shouldn't take too long. Oh, and all this 1Password's extension changed. It's confusing me now. Okay, generate new password. Oh wow. Interesting. Okay. 1Password's browser extension changed as well. It kind of threw me for a loop. Now I gotta fill out this stupid reCAPTCHA. Hate reCAPTCHA, people. I really hate it. Yeah. Anyway, create account. Let's see if this is gonna let me in now. You're almost there. Oh, I gotta look at my email now and click on the link and all that jazz. Okay, at least the email came in quick. Activate my account. Oh boy, fun times. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. Now it just took me straight to the runtime. Run. Okay, cool. So this is Moz.com, free SEO tool. Sorry, I didn't create an account. I wasn't aware I was going to need that. So, cool. So I created an account, ran the homepage here. Say, ranking keywords. I rank for 83 keywords apparently. Page authorities, 25, ranking 1 to 3 keywords. I rank for 9 keywords in number 4 to 10. Okay. Domain authority, 25. Not really sure what all that means. It'd be kind of cool if they had some sort of like what they think page authority, like what to them, what is page authority? What is domain authority? And domain authority, to what? To my keywords? What are my keywords? Interesting. Don't know. A lot of questions. Top ranking keywords, Joe Workman, obviously. Joe Workman Stacks, RapidWeaver Classroom, the Haven. Okay. Interesting. Cloudinary RapidWeaver. Okay. See all ranking keywords. So, yeah, I rank for quite a bit of keywords. RapidWeaver Classroom obviously is the top, is further up the chain in terms of ones I'd really new RapidWeaver Stacks. Okay, so it's interesting. It kind of gives me an idea of where my site ranks in for all these various keywords. Interesting. I rank for chili dog hosting. So interesting. This has difficulty. Oh, these ones have little hover things. So difficulty, a score of 0 is easy, 100 is difficult. So that is the difficulty for that keyword. How difficult is it to rank for that keyword, right? So, and now how do we change? How do we rank for those keywords? We write content about those keywords, or we have those keywords inside headers and page titles and stuff like that, right? So we try to use those terms. And Google's smart, right? You can't just do keyword stuffing. They'll know. Make sure the page is relevant as well to that stuff. Monthly volume. So it looks like RapidWeaver Cloudinary has the highest volume out of the top 10, it looks like here. I rank for SiteLock. Obviously kind of makes sense. Chili Dog Hosting, Starbase Studios. What the heck is Starbase Studios, and why do I rank for that? I have no clue. Maybe it's in the designs gallery or something like that. So interesting. Okay, let's go back to here, ranking distribution. This gives me a lot of, this isn't really testing in terms of telling me any errors yet. This is just kind of giving me some keyword stuff. So far, while this keyword stuff is definitely useful, and a lot of it is, if you really analyze and are smart about this stuff, this is how you raise in the rankings a lot, right? By looking at these keywords and targeting specific keywords and making sure that your pages rank for those. Okay. Let's see. Enter additional sites to compare. Oh, so you can kind of compare domains here. That's interesting. Let's see what are keywords over. A lot of this looks like, oh, here's SERP analysis. What's this? Search results analysis. This is kind of working here. Let's see. No data, difficulty. RapidWeaver space. Oh, this shows related pages. Got it. And those authorities. Basically, it's kind of pages that link to it, I think, or something like that. Interesting. Okay. All in all, the free Moz tool. I've heard amazing things about Moz Pro, but this free Moz tool right now, unless you just want maybe some keyword stuff, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of other tools that do this as well. Let's jump ship. We're gonna go to tool number 2. And that is one from a guy named Neil Patel, which is another really smart guy you probably want to start following. Super smart guy. He's got a great blog on Twitter, and on his website he has SEO tools. And hopefully I don't need an account for this one. Let's put in Weaver Space though. And search. Okay, interesting. Traffic analyzer. I like the look of this site. It's a little less confusing than the Moz one. The overview, keyword ideas, content ID. Oh, content ideas. That's nice. Traffic analyzer. So organic keywords here, it says I rank for 94. It's interesting if you can kind of compare. I think Moz said I had like 85 or something like that, right? Organic monthly traffic, domain score. I have a 0. That can't be good, right? A score of 1 to 100 given all sites. Okay. Interesting. I have a domain score of 0. That can't be good. Backlinks. So 3,769 backlinks. Now, what is a backlink? That's an important SEO term. So a backlink is when some other website on the web links back to me, right? So these could be other websites, blogs, other online stores or forums. And here it says 347 of those are no follows. So what a no follow is if inside the link code in HTML, you can put, I think it's rel equals no follow, right? And if you do that, what happens is when Google or any search engine sees a link on another website, and if it says rel no follow, it's not going to follow that link, right? So a lot of times you'll do this. A lot of times forums will have no follow tags on every link in the entire forum. That kind of prevents these black hat people that try to spam forums and put links to stuff. The whole reason behind that is because they want traffic. They want those backlinks from websites to theirs. But since this no follow tag basically stops that benefit with search engines, we see a lot of that not happening anymore because of the rel no follow stuff. So backlinks are important. It helps Google and search engines figure out, hey, people are linking to you. The more backlinks you have, the higher you're gonna get in the rankings, because if other people are linking to you on other websites, Google thinks that you're probably going to be a little bit smarter, a little bit more relevant to that particular topic, right? And you want to make sure that the places that are backlinking to you are relevant to what you are, right? So if there's a home and garden website that links to Weaverspace, it's not really going to help me much because we're completely two different levels, right? So however, if a web design blog links to Weaverspace, that is big, because that says, hey, Weaverspace's web design, this other web design blog is linking to it. That must mean that Weaverspace we're gonna pump Weaverspace up because other people in the same niche are actually linking to it. So backlinks are really important for SEO. And so if you've ever heard the term backlink and you always wonder what it was, that's what that is. It's just simply other websites on the web linking to you. And we want that when the keywords or the niche or the whatever is relevant and in the same space. Very important there. So that's cool. Let's see, traffic analyzer, 50 organic visitors per month. I get a lot more than 50 visitors per month, so I'm not sure exactly what this means. Yeah, Weaverspace gets a lot more visits than 50 per month. So I'm not sure where it's getting this data or whatnot. So that's a little troubling. Or maybe this is just how many people searched for it, or it got, I don't know. I'm unsure on what this traffic does. And doesn't have any sort of tooltips to let me know, because I get a lot more traffic than 50 people a month. SEO keyword rankings. Interesting. In November, December, and January, I ranked for more keywords. Can you drill into that? No, you can't. So it gives me data, but doesn't let me know what keywords I ranked for back then and why I'm not ranking for them now. Interesting. Something I could probably look into. So I launched the new Weaverspace in October, at the end of October. So that probably bumped up November, December, January. Not sure what I did in January or February it was probably January, to drastically reduce. So that's something I should look into. I'll definitely make a mental note of that to figure out what I did from here to here to not rank any longer. I'll have to look in my, not sure what I did then. I'll have to look in my work log to see what I did. Maybe that's when I started redirecting traffic from joeworkman.net to Weaverspace. Maybe that is, or February. Actually, February was the time. In February, I took down joeworkman.net. For anyone has been a customer longer than past 6 months, you know that joeworkman.net is where all my stacks were. And if you go there now, it's just a simple web page. Now I have redirects in the background that redirect to Weaverspace, but all those web pages that used to exist on joeworkman.net don't exist anymore. So I'm wondering if I lost some SEO juice. I'm sure I did when I shut those pages down. Even though I'm redirecting those URLs, I still lost some SEO juice, and I'm wondering if that SEO juice is no longer carrying over into Weaverspace. Interesting. Something definitely I'll look into a little bit more, but something there, learn from my lesson. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that could be it, actually, because I know I did that in February because I was going to a conference at the beginning of March that I wanted to make sure that yeah, interesting. Good stuff to know there. Cool. Top pages. I guess I should go to overview again. Let's see. Oh, here it has top pages. So here's all my top pages, obviously. Oh, Target. Interesting. Target is my top page, it says, with estimated number of visits. Again, these visits are way off. Oh, here, this has estimated monthly visits. This estimated traffic web page you get from Google for this particular term. So interesting concept. Prior to this month, actually, I was not using Google Analytics. I was using Piwik. And this month, actually, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think, I decided to start using Google Analytics again. And I'm wondering if these numbers are small because I wasn't using Google Analytics. That is an interesting theory that I think has a lot of weight to it. Now you might be wondering, I don't want to turn this show into a Google Analytics thing, but the reason, just because I mentioned it, why I moved to Google Analytics, I use a lot of other software tools, and a lot of those tools will integrate with your analytics to kind of give you some richer data sets, and all of them integrate with Google Analytics. None of them integrate with Piwik, or now Matomo. And so finally, I just got sick of that, and I wanted to really see if I can improve a lot of my metrics and whatnot through integrating with Google Analytics. And so, yeah, I decided to move over to Google Analytics. And yeah, it's been interesting. It's been a couple weeks. Maybe we could do another whole session on that. Part of the reason I moved years and years ago is I hated Google Analytics in terms of the UI and whatnot, and they've really improved it. So anyway, back to this. Here we have, let's see, top pages. Looks like I have 62 links to here on Facebook. That's interesting. I don't have any on Pinterest. I don't use Pinterest, so that makes sense. Okay. Here we have more keywords. Interesting that a lot of these keywords are, wow, Target. Oh, I rank for TatJ. Interesting. That keyword, or Targart. That volume has 20 million searches. Obviously, I don't necessarily need to rank for those, so it's kind of guessing. Easy CMS, that's actually makes sense, right? Joe Workman, Text Drop, Tabulous, Glass Stack, Weavers. Okay, Weavers is 74,000. Interesting that it kind of shows you the volume here, the position I'm at, right? So on Easy CMS, I'm position number 1. Makes sense. Joe Workman, I'm position number 2. Probably position number 1 is joeworkman.net, I assume, right? So that's interesting. And I think these estimated visits, again, I think those are way off. Okay. So let's look at some of this other stuff. Let's see. What's the Uber suggest here? Oh, okay. I guess I have to put in my website again. Someone suggested in the box that those links could be links to sales. Not sure. I'm not sure if they really can say it. That could be possible, but I'm not sure how they know that workflow yet. I think I'm pretty sure it has to do with Google Analytics. What is the URL to Neil Patel's site? It's just neilpatel.com. NEIL. Just search for NEILPATEL. Okay, so here in this Uber suggest, I put in my domain and has no data. Okay. Move on. What's this keywords idea? This is interesting. So what this probably does is it gives us an idea of what keywords we might want to rank for. So Google search engine results, estimated visits, links. The keyword is easy to rank for. there is a 70% chance. Oh, this is a keyword I want to rank for. Got it. Okay. So I should have put enter a domain or a keyword. Let's put in RapidWeaver. How about that? RapidWeaver stacks. So so this is a way of analyzing RapidWeaver or keywords. I mean, so this is actually kind of an interesting tool here. So I put in my keyword, which was RapidWeaver stacks. It shows me a bunch of variations on those keywords, right? So RapidWeaver stacks free, RapidWeaver 8 stacks, right? And I'm assuming if you click on those, it shows you the results over here. So here it shows you the top ranking sites that actually rank for those keywords. So here we have Weaver Space. I remember joeworkman.net used to be like 2 or 3. But I know I lost SEO juice when I moved to Weaver Space, right? Because I moved all that long-term SEO juice that I had with joeworkman.net and I moved it onto Weaver Space. So I took a hit. I took, a few drops down. So I went from like number 3 to number 7 here, right? And over time, I'm going to get back up, right? So here, I estimate number of visits. Here you can see the number of links, how many incoming hyperlinks to your websites from other domains, right? So now we talked about backlinks. If I get backlinked from a domain that's higher up from me, right? So let's say your head links to Weaver Space. That's a major thing, right? Especially if I want to rank for this keyword, because if a site that has higher rankings than me links to me, man, that's really going to give me a lot of SEO juice, right? So that is a powerful one here. So SEO, you'll notice it's a lot about keywords. A lot of these tools we're going to be looking at today are really all about analyzing search terms or keywords, right? Keywords, search terms, same thing, and figuring out what we can do to rank higher for those keywords. That is really what SEO is all about. There's no real way to automate this. It is work, and it's something that if you want to be really, really serious about it, something you have to put into your regular workflow, right? That's why a lot of these tools, they're actually you have to pay good money for some of the pro level tools. The pro level, the more pro level tools that we'll look into. I have a couple that I use. We'll look at those in a little bit later today. But I'm liking this keyword tool on Neil Patel. It's pretty good, right? Put in your keywords. It gives you suggestions for other keywords. Also, if you wanted to, pay per click, or I'm assuming that, cost per click. So how much these obviously aren't, Google's not going to give you ad space for free on these, but all of these search terms have a $0 cost per click, which is interesting. What is PD? Paid difficulty. Oh, so how difficulty is it to rank for those? And SEO difficulty. Estimated competition in the, okay, so how much competition is there? I'm assuming most of these are 0 to 100, right? So a lot of these tools, because it's such a niche thing, it's not too crazy difficult to rank for these keywords because, it is a very niche keyword, right? Now, if I wanted to search for something more broad, like website builder, right? So if I put in website builder, right, you'll see the volume here and the difficulty to rank for that it went from, as you saw, from 14 or so to 69, right? So obviously I don't rank. That'd be interesting actually if I did rank for that. I haven't looked for this at all, but there are so many website builders out there that it would be really tough to break into the top 10 of website builders. I mean, at that point, you're competing with Wix and Squarespace and stuff like that. Don't want to say it's impossible to get up there, but that's going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to take time, a lot of backlinks, right? If you look at Wix, has 23,000 backlinks, right, to them, right? Squarespace has 21,000 backlinks, right? But if you look at websitebuilderpoint.net, whatever the heck that is, only has 118, right? So interesting. Obviously, it has website builder in the URL. So there's another use case for having keywords inside your URLs if you really want to rank for that particular keyword and you really want to niche on that. So interesting ideas there. Cool. So Dave had a point in there saying Google or Matomo won't show visits for people running ad blockers. That is correct. Yes, that's JavaScript running, and a lot of those visitors. But I mean, analytics. You can't use those metrics as godsend in terms of I'm banking or going to make money off this many visitors per month. What is relevant though is the trends, right? So the trend in terms of, is my traffic going up? Is my traffic going down? You will see those trends whether or not people are blocking your analytics or not, right? So while it's interesting to say I have 1 million hits a month, yeah, okay, but that's great. But for yourself, if you just want to use that as a vanity metric, cool. But in real life, I mean, what you want to do is you want to analyze the trend of data. So are you growing? Are you getting smaller? Stuff like that, right? And whether or not people are blocking your analytics or not, you will still see those trends. And in terms of keyword and search engine stuff, that actually is completely independent of analytics and stuff. So a lot of this stuff is all gathered from APIs and back into Google and data research and big data and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, this data doesn't affect your SEO, your analytics at all. So whether or not people are blocking it, this data should still be accurate. Content ideas. Now, this is kind of the new thing in SEO world. Man, I got something in my eye. Is building off. If I wanted to rank for website builder, right? A lot of tools are giving you ideas in terms of, you want to rank for website builder. Here's some good, web pages on the internet that rank really high for that keyword. So then what I could do is I could look at these, and then I can take that content and create my own content based on it, right? Or I can contact those people and maybe I can get some backlinks or something like that, right? So these are really great ways of, if you want to really rank for a keyword, look at these content ideas. A few of these SEO tools we're going to look at today have this, and it will really help you if you start analyzing this content and you create similar content on your website. Then you, in theory, will then start ranking higher as well for that keyword. So good stuff. This content ideas. Let's go back to some of this other data here. Top pages. We kind of looked at that. Keywords. What's this different than the other one? Oh, this is the keywords that I currently rank for, right? Interesting. Oh, interesting that you can export this. And how many pages of keywords do I have? Oh, they give you a lot. Oops. Oh, and if you click on a particular keyword, RapReaver for Windows. That's funny. I rank for RapReaver for Windows. Here, let's click stacks for RapReaver. We can see how many searches per month I get from that. Right? Oops. It just changed. That's interesting. But as you see, a lot of this has to do with keyword research, site audit. Let's see what this is. Did neilpatel.com just seems to have crapped out on me? Hey, site audit. I mean, you have to enter my domain again. Search. Oh, this takes 3 minutes on average. Okay. I'm going to, while this runs in the background, I'm going to launch this one's there. Oh, it actually, okay, it came back already. Cool. This health check 9 critical. Oh, here I found some errors. Let's let this run. Oh, it looks like it's done. Cool. Okay, on page SEO score is great. Okay, nice. So that means I'm assuming that I have all my meta tags there. I have header tags, all that jazz, right? Organic, I'm getting 50 organic. Probably that is search traffic. The total estimated traffic this domain gets considering the organic keywords. Okay. Organic, how many keywords am I ranked for? How many backlinks do I have? Great. Okay, cool. So it's saying that I'm pretty good there. Health check. Here's 8 critical errors. Let's see all those. Now this is cool. This is actually really interesting stuff. Okay. This stuff makes me excited because it gives me stuff I can actually fix, right? So here it says there's no sitemap.xml. Okay. This is their site not being smart because my sitemap isn't called sitemap.xml. So that's just Neil Patel assuming that my sitemap is called sitemap.xml. Doesn't need to happen that way. So anyway, we talked about that last week. So that's actually not one issue. Next one, 7 pages have low word count. How do I fix it? And does it tell me what 7 pages? It does. Cool. So it's saying that all these pages don't have enough words on them. Fair enough. I tend to have very graphic heavy pages with not a lot of words. So they're suggesting that if I want to rank higher, I need to have more words on these pages so that it gives Google and search engines more data to base off my keywords. Okay, fair enough. So maybe I should reevaluate some of my ideas on design, maybe add a little bit more textual content that is relevant to the keywords that I want to rank for. Okay, that's really good feedback. That's something that is actionable for me that, they say the difficulty is moderate, the SEO impact is high. Okay, so this is definitely one I should probably look at. I should look at these 7 pages and probably other pages on my site, look at how much text is on there, and then make sure that that text is relevant to the keywords that I want to rank for. Cool. Okay. Let's see. All issues. Oh, I have 8 pages. So another tool that I use actually had this, and I didn't fix it because I wanted to show you guys today. Apparently, when I was building the site, I didn't leverage H1 tags. Oops. So so I need to revisit all these pages. I need to make sure all of them have H1 tags on the page. I think the main heading that I put on the site is probably, or on each of these pages is an H3. I should change that to be an H1. So this is another good one. Super easy to fix, but it's something that will help me out, right? I like this. So far, Neil Patel's tool is a winner. Definitely use this tool. It is good stuff. Let's see. 2 URLs are too long. Interesting. Okay. So it's saying this URL is too long. What it doesn't know is that inside this page, I'm using the canonical URL, which takes off this end bit here. So maybe the tool, this tool isn't aware of the canonical URL meta tag and isn't smart enough to look at that. But that's okay. Let's see, a poorly formatted URL for SEO. Oh, interesting. What's this? Okay. Okay. I'm not sure how designs is not properly formatted. Keywords check. Oh, I failed keywords check or something. Okay. These particular ones. It's saying that this URL doesn't have any keywords in it. Okay. So I guess designs is too generic. So maybe I should rethink maybe the URL there. This one, it's saying it's all done. It's all bad because I have this question mark layout equals grid, which again, same comment from before. I have a canonical URL tag in this page, which points to weaverspace/stacks. It looks like Neil Patel's tool probably doesn't take that into effect because search engines, when they go to this URL, they're going to see that canonical URL tag and really read it as wrapweaver/stack or weaverspace/stacks. Okay. And same thing, this weaverspace/start. It's saying that doesn't have enough keywords in that check. Interesting. Okay, so some actionable steps there. One page with a title tag is too long. Oh, I have a page that has too long of a title tag. Oh, my homepage. I guess my title tag is too long. Interesting. So that's something I can definitely fix. 3 pages with title tags are too short. Okay. Interesting. So too long, too short. Definitely something I can fix there. Okay. Does it tell me? It doesn't actually. Let's see if I say, what do I do to fix this? Oh, and then it tells you here, it's recommended number of characters, right? So they're saying, but this tag can't be too short. If the title tag is less than 30 characters, it will be difficult for search engines to understand. Okay. And too long. Let's close that. For the too long one, it should be under 60 characters. Okay, so there we go. So between 30 and 60 characters, your title tag should be. Good stuff to know. We wouldn't have known this unless we kind of ran through some of these tools. Really good stuff. One page return to 400. And my 404 page returned a 404. Fancy that. There we go. Okay. And then it's saying all these pages had some moderate to high. So zero issues without. So basically all these pages, all these have no, all these tests pass basically. So this is really good. I like this. Oh, let's. One issue with SSL certificate is about to expire. Oh, really? Oh, that's something I need to make sure I get. So it's saying my SSL certificate is about to expire. So that's something I should probably look into so that, yeah, I don't have any, I can fix that. So cool. I like this. This is really cool. This stuff like this really super actionable SEO stuff. Love it so much. And I love that this tool gives us, if you click on it, it tells you what it is, tells you how to fix it. This is quality stuff. Now there were some inconsistencies. I'm using a different structure for my sitemap files. It's not called sitemap.xml. So that is just a limitation of their tool. And same thing with these canonical URLs and some of these where it said my URLs were too long when in fact I'm using a canonical URL here, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, good stuff. Let's look at this backlinks tool. Since I like these SEO analyzer ones a little bit, let's play around with these more. So this is the last tool in Neil Patel's suite, and this shows us similar view that we saw in Moz actually, that told us all the pages on the site or on the web that link to Weaverspace, their domain score, what their page score is, what type of, oh, that's interesting. It tells you whether or not, if it links from text or an image, what the anchor text is for those links. Oh, wow. Look at that. The first time it was seen and the last time it was seen on the web. Interesting. So this is kind of interesting. A lot of these are, let's see, the linking from RapWeaver Ninja, linking from RapWeaver Conference. So this is kind of cool. It's actually interesting that it shows you the anchor text as well. So you can see what people are describing your link as. And hopefully you should be linking to yourself as well inside your website. And on like this one here, this is linking from one of my YouTube videos, right? So kind of cool, actually. I didn't even know. I figured YouTube links in YouTube would be no follow. Apparently they're not. So that's kind of cool, actually. I might be making sure that I put a lot more links in my YouTube videos. So good stuff there. Cool. I like that. Neil Patel's tool, 2 thumbs up from me. I love this site audit tool. Okay, next up is actually a Mac app, and it's called Screaming Frog SEO. If you just Google Screaming Frog, and they have a paid version of this as well. I haven't really analyzed or looked at what it does, and I ran this once on my site, and it's a lot of data. And a lot of this, I'm going to kind of breeze through some of this because a lot of this is the similar data to other tools that we've already seen. I do kind of like it that it's a Mac app. It's kind of fun and interesting. Maybe runs a little bit better. I don't know, but let's go ahead and oops. And I'm going to add that to my clipboard so I don't have to keep typing it. We're going to say start. And it's crawling. Okay, so all of a sudden it starts analyzing everything here. And it's done. It crawled that web page for me. So here we have internal. And this shows us all of the resources that loaded on the page, whether or not it's a status code. We talked about status codes last week. And you'll see that 200 is good. Here we have some that are 302, which means they're getting redirected. Okay. Here's a 404. Something's linking to not found. Oops. I need to find that so that we don't link to my not found page, which is probably why the Neil Patel tool found that not found page. Interesting. I'll make sure I look for that link somewhere. Yeah. So this is interesting. It just shows you all the various data, and it's actually, it found like all the Ajax calls and everything. Interesting. Okay. Found Cloudflare files that are loaded from Cloudflare. Wow, interesting stuff. So it found basically all the links, all resources, all images, and it kind of gives you an overview status of it. Oh, you can scroll over. It says whether or not that particular thing is indexable. Oh, look, here's the canonical URL on. Look at. So if we look at number 92 here, this is that Weaver space / stacks layout equals grid, right? We scroll over, it's saying it's canonicalized, which means that page has a canonical URL configured, which is what I said earlier. So it's cool. This tool figures that out for us. Okay, not sure how useful that is. External. This shows us all the external resources that are linked to, right? So we link to community, we link to Twitter. I'm linking to, a bad link there. I need to figure out where that is. That is not a good link. Facebook. So you can see all the various external resources that are linked to. Protocol. I'm assuming this tab would be helpful if you were mixing HTTP and HTTPS stuff, right? Now this is interesting. I link to my privacy policy, but here it's telling me it's blocked by robots.txt, which it is. So in robots.txt, I have my terms of service and privacy policy blocked. I just don't necessarily need Google returning results for those on those things on my site. So I have them blocked because I don't want Google to people to get search results for anything on those pages. You can view them; they're just links, but I just don't think I need Google serving up them as results on my site. So I added those to robots.txt. We could see that here in this tool. So here we can see indexability status. This has a lot of data. It could be really intimidating, looking at all this. It really can be, especially you don't know exactly what you're looking at, right? I don't know how good of tutorials Screaming Frog has. Maybe they have some videos or stuff like that. So it does look like it gives us a lot of data, and it's just kind of all this data in tab format, in this table format, which you could probably export as well if you wanted to. Response codes. This seems like it's duplicate data from the first tab. Let's see, URLs. Seems like it's all the same data. Page titles. So here we can see, here we see page titles of everything that we link to. So title length. Oh, that's interesting. Here you can see title length. So if you wanted to, see if anything was between 30 and 60 characters, we see here, title 1 pixel width. Okay. Not sure why it's telling us about title 1 pixel width, but that's interesting. Does it give us any sort of, no, it doesn't. Okay. Interesting. But this is cool, right? So if you want to analyze all your pages that this one's linking to, you can easily see all the title lengths. So as you see, there we go. Now the other one, it would kind of be cool if this one gave us that view of all of the errors. Like, this gives us all the raw data, and it seems like we have to surf for things that would be fixed. It doesn't tell us, hey, fix this thing, fix that thing. So here's all your meta tag descriptions. Oh, look, I have a page that doesn't have any. That's a Cloudflare page. That makes sense. So meta descriptions, meta description length. That's kind of cool, right? I know there are, minimum and maximum values recommended for description. This doesn't tell me what that is though. So that could be a nice thing. Meta keywords. I'm assuming this is like the meta keywords meta tag, which has been dead for a long time. H1 tags. Oh man. So here's something I messed up on, right? The Neil Patel's tool told me I had a bunch of pages didn't have H1 tags, right? Boom. Well, there they are. None of these pages have H1 tags. Whoops. H2 tags. Oh, look, none of these pages have H2 tags. Interesting. Images. Here we see a bunch of images. We can see that they're indexable. And this, here's size. If you want us to be like, let me find the largest images on my site. Largest image I have is 225 kilobytes. That's kind of cool, right? Canonicals. So here we have all of the canonical URLs. So like this one is canonicalized to this. Awesome. This one is canonicalized to that. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Oh man, this has a lot of data. Pagination. Not sure what that is. Directives. Okay. Oh, this is whether or not this is all robot stuff. So this is saying whether or not this page is set to be indexed by search engines or not, right? So that could be interesting if you want to analyze your site and maybe pick up that I had a no index on all of my Stacks product pages. hreflang. So I don't use hreflang, but if you were to, there's an attribute that you can add to links that defines the language of that link, right? Or the language of the thing that links to. And that is useful if you're doing multi-language websites. So all my pages are in English, so I haven't really bothered with that at all. Ajax, no data. Not really sure what that is. AMP, I don't do AMP. Structured data, that'll be interesting. This is kind of cool. So this apparently goes to each web page and tests structured data if it finds any errors or warnings. Unique types. I do have structured data on some of these pages, so it doesn't really give you much data though. Oh, interesting. Down here, if you click on a web page, and then on this thing down here at the bottom tells you tons of information about just that page. This Screaming Frog tool has a ton of data, and that is kind of the problem. In that it has tons of data. You can also view all this stuff as a hierarchy. Interesting. So I was viewing it all as a list. You view it as a hierarchy. Okay. Analytics. What does this show? Status code. Okay. Not sure. Search console. I guess whether or not some of these pages are in Search Console or not. Okay, link metrics. Okay, so all in all, Screaming Frog, I'll give it a 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down. It doesn't really tell me what things I should fix. It just gives me data, lots of data, right? But for free, it could be a cool tool that you download, maybe play with every now and then, to kind of look through your pages and whatnot. Check out some videos. Again, I'm not a pro at this tool at all. I understand a lot of the data that it's throwing back at me, but yeah, Screaming Frog, and they do have a paid plan that gives just more data. Maybe their paid plan has some more stuff. Now, next one is a suite of tools, and let me open up this suite of tools. They are apps as well. Now, I had these installed on my where it is. I had these installed on my laptop, and I was playing around with them on my laptop. I just installed them here this morning, so I'm unsure. They require like Java and all kinds of stuff to be installed, which is a little annoying. And I think I have all that installed on my Mac here. So waiting for it to launch. There it goes. It's launching. And it's installing stuff. See? Here, let me just go ahead and open up all of them. Let them all go. Sorry, I should open these beforehand, before the live, but luckily I have Java installed in this machine already, so it didn't have to go through that circus of getting that installed. Looks like Rank Tracker is loading. I'm on a 7-day free trial. Okay, URL to check. So these are paid tools, and these tools go on sale, I've noticed. Okay. Do I want to connect my Google Analytics account? Connect Google search. Why not? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say next and next. Finish. While that does that, let's click OK here. Yes, open. I was on Rank Tracker. Here it goes. Man, I launched all. Maybe I should have launched these tools one by one. Sorry. Yep, I know, 7-day trial. Well, while we're in here, let's just go ahead and we're gonna submit all these so they kind of run in the background. And we'll go back to the original tool. The rank tracker is what I was looking at, I think. Link assistant. Okay. All right, I think we're good. They're all running. Okay, rank tracker. So here, rank tracker. This is a tool. I have used these a little bit. Oh, one thing I wanted to note. So these tools are a little pricey, but they go on sale like at least twice a year, maybe more. So if you're interested in them, they just had one. Maybe it's still going on. I think it was like a week or 2 weeks ago. It's possible it's still going on. But yeah, now you buy the apps once, and what's not necessarily apparent is you have to renew the data on a yearly basis. I don't know the cost of that off the top of my head. I picked up them while they were on sale back in December. And so I have until December until I want to decide whether or not I want to renew the data. So anyway. Yes. So at the end, I will recommend my 2 favorite tools. Maybe by the end of today, you can come up with your own. But yeah, so this suite of tools has 4 different apps: Rank Tracker, Link Assistant, SEO Spyglass, and Website Auditor. Rank Tracker it has a lot of data we've already seen today, right? So it's a lot of seeing where you're ranked for various keywords. Okay, and so it's a keyword research tool, right? So if I want to put in my target URL, let's put in that. Click in search. And here it has rank, the keywords that this page is ranked for. Okay. You can go to keyword suggestions, and you have to put in your URL every single time. So yeah, so here, keyword rankings, I can see all my rankings that I have on this site for every single keyword, the rank I'm currently at, the number of searches, the expected number of visits, is competition low, medium, high, right? And cost per click for various things. Okay, interesting. Peekaboo is parallax. That makes sense. Parallax would be a possible one. Peekaboo, interesting. Ranking for that one is costly. $11 per click, $10.50 per click. Kind of funny. Okay, so keyword suggestions. That's still collecting. Autocomplete tools. Man, you got to enter in your URL for every single one. Kind of blows. In domain strength. Again, my strength isn't too high apparently. From 0 to 10, I have a very low strength. Probably because I haven't concentrated much on ranking for various keywords. Oh, it said this one's done. So here it's giving me. Okay, interesting. Not sure how great this is, but so I'm ranking for the loom. So obviously Weaver's space. Here, buy fruit of the loom. That's actually really funny because loom, it has to do with actual weaving, and then fruit of a loom is underwear. So yeah, okay, that's kind of funny. A lot of this is fruit of the loom joggers, fruit of the loom, fruit of the loom, fruit of the loom. Nothing here is related to website design at all. So I don't know. Maybe that's a thing warning me that I might have chose the wrong domain name. Because yeah, at least this research tool is suggesting fruit of the loom. That's pretty funny. Okay. Autocomplete tools. I don't know. Domain research. Oh, Jesus, you got to put in your URL for all of these things. Let's look at reports. So reports here, keyword ranking and visibility. Competition. No. Competition right now, I know in here somewhere you can put in your competitors, and then you can kind of compare you versus your competitor on how you rank for various keywords, right? So like keyword ranking, if I put in what's www.realmacsoftware.com. Maybe if I put in that, maybe I can compare it later on. But let's look at reports. Keyword ranking. I don't know. These reports really aren't fascinating me right now, but I probably don't know how to use them properly. Now, one thing that is interesting about these tools, okay, is if you are a web designer doing work for clients and they're paying you to do SEO, these reports are good if you want to provide, because you can export these to PDF. Obviously I just started using these tools, so I don't have any sort of history, right? But when you run these tools, it saves your history, like your rankings for particular keywords, and then you can actually export this to a PDF that you can then send your clients, right? So if you are doing SEO for clients and you want to provide this could be good value for your customers, right? And it shows you, it makes you look better as well, right? So if that's the service that you provide and you're charging for that, this could be a really, really good service for you. Link Assistant, this has to do with backlinks, right? So this is just another backlink tool that, how do I run this? What the heck? Add, enter URLs. Okay. Oh, I can't do that. Not sure what this, okay. This is my bad. Never used this tool before. Not sure how to enter URLs. I'll put in mine. Add to your link assistant project. Okay. Not sure on this one. Email, browser. Okay. Domain strength. Okay. Not sure how to use link assistant. Here, let's enter in a URL that's not mine. Let's put in let's put in Rapid Weaver Conference, conference.com. Next. Send link request mail. Next. Select data update. Okay, we'll put in all of it. Finish. Maybe this is a tool that allows me to prospects. It allows me to put in data about a URL and that it will auto get that information for me. I'm unsure. Okay. Not sure what link assistant is. We're gonna close it. Let's go to the next one. Spyglass. Now I have played with this one actually. So Spyglass, this is actually the tool I thought that the link checker one was. Again, backlinks. A lot of similar data. I think this is a little bit easier to use. It has history, as you see. I have ran this a few times, and it shows you the number of backlinks as it kind of goes up, right? So here I kind of went up. I haven't ran it for a while, since April, but in April I was running it quite consistently, and I saw an increase in backlinks. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, and it shows us here, no follows. This is a do follow link, right? So this is a lot of similar data to what we've seen in previous tools, but this I think is a little bit more readable. And of course, you can filter by all that's jazz. Or let's go linking domains. You can see all the domains that link to Weaverspace. Anchor text, so you can see all the various how people are describing. So when someone links to Weaverspace, what is the alt tag that gets linked to, right? So we saw this data in that Neil Patel tool as well. Here's all the various pages that actually get linked to. Some of these are interesting. Ryehousestripod.com. That's interesting. Referral traffic. So this is domains. So all the raw domains that are actually linking to me. Penalty risk. Not sure what penalty risk is. So I might penalty risk from here. Like here's Weaver Radio. Penalty risk 52%. Do follow. Linked page. Unsure what that is. I know there are some users that use this that are probably more knowledgeable than me. I talked to another user that loves these tools, and that even though he has to pay for them on a yearly basis to get the data, he loves them. So, yeah, backlink tool. Interesting. It shows you all the backlinks, all the domains that are linking to you, page ranks based on that, where in the world those are from, good stuff. Now, the tool I've probably used the most here out of this suite of tools is this one, and this is Website Auditor. And I like it because it gives me a lot of those actionable steps, a lot of those actionable things. So Site Audit shows you all the errors that it's found on your site, and then potential ways on how to fix those. Right. So here I have some pages that went to 404. Here I have no 500 errors. It didn't find any, thank God. Resources restricting it from indexing. So these particular resources aren't allowed to be indexed by Google, and that's fine with me because I don't want them to be. I have my 404 page set up correctly. Thank you very much. Actually, you know what? I should probably add my this not found page. I need to add that into my robots file. That would be smart. And also add a meta tag to that page. Don't index. Tack that onto my advice from last week. Yeah, add robots to your 404 page to not follow, not index. That's a good one. Sitemap. Well done. I have a sitemap file. Okay. Yep. So I have some pages that are 302 redirects. I have some issues with Total CMS. These are funky, bad URLs that I need to fix and find. So those are good. See, I love stuff like this tool. Here, title's too long. Again, same thing. I think Neil Patel's tool told us about a lot of these things too. So, yeah, that Neil Patel tool is pretty cool. It didn't show all of these things that we've seen here, but it showed a lot of those. Do follow external links. So here it's showing external links that I have on my site and whether or not they're do follow. So I can analyze whether or not I want to add no follow to some of these links. Cool. I do like this tool though. So Website Auditor is a winner. I love these ones that show us the various things, but you have to analyze whether or not this tool, the cost of this tool is worth it for you, since we get a lot of this information now from that Neil Patel tool, which was rather cool. Cool. Okay. We're winding down now. I'm going to show you one more online tool that I use. Now I got this a year or two ago, and I got like lifetime access to it. Okay. I don't know how much is it. It's $39 a month. Ooch. And what it's kind of interesting is, let me log in here really quick, is it does a lot of what we saw from a lot of these other tools, even that Neil Patel tool. Okay. So if I go to Weaver Space here, what it does is, I provide, let's say I tell Hike that I want to work 2 hours a month on SEO. And what it does is it prioritizes the errors that it finds and saying, hey, this month fix these things, right? So here earlier on, we saw that I didn't have H1 tags. So, they're recommending that I fix these H1 tags. So I can kind of go through each web page. It tells me what the error is, and it gives me an estimate on how long they think it will take me to fix it, right? So this is a cool tool. It's interesting that one thing, like I said, I can provide it information that I want to work a certain number of hours per month on SEO, and it's gonna give me just a small task list of things to focus on that month, right? So it really is cool. It has a whole content research tool as well. I can put in, um, you know, you know, it'll auto suggest content similar to that Neil Patel tool. And you can also analyze your competition with this tool as well. So you can put in some, like here, I have Elixir graphics in here, and I can see how they rank versus how I rank on particular terms and stuff like that. Okay. Um, so this tool is not free, but add it to your list. It's something that I do like. I do like it. I think it's a nice tool. Um, I and obviously I think it looks attractive as well. And that's a good thing as well, because I find if a tool is attractive, I'm going to use it more. So yeah, add this to your to-do list if you're looking for a paid solution that isn't crazy expensive, because the king of all SEO tools is Ahrefs. Some people call it Ahrefs, but it's just called Ahrefs. Okay, even though it has an A in it, the A is silent. This is the king of all SEO tools. I haven't brought myself to pay $100 a month for it, because that's where it starts. But what you need to do is you need to follow their blog. You need to subscribe to their YouTube channel, and maybe on Twitter as well if you're on Twitter, because the data that they provide, the teaching that they provide, is amazing. And Sam Ho, that I've actually met a couple times, the guy that does all their YouTube videos. Let's go to. I'm assuming it's Ahrefs. Oops. Okay, it's not youtube.com/Ahrefs, which I would have expected it to be. There we go. So go to their YouTube channel. Sam Ho, the guy that does their videos, just does a phenomenal job at describing SEO. And while what's amazing really is they give you a general teaching about SEO at the beginning that has nothing to do with Ahrefs. So they teach you, and then at the end they kind of show you this is how you can accomplish this in Ahrefs, right? So even if you're not a subscriber of Ahrefs, you need to subscribe to the channel and learn, because the content here is awesome. Sam does an amazing job with these videos. Some other tools and YouTube channels that I like is, I think it's Google Webmasters. Yes, Google Webmasters. This is a great YouTube channel as well. And they recently did some on SEO myth busting, is like their new series. It's very basic stuff, but it's really, really good. Right. So really short, like 5-10 minute videos. And these are coming from Google, right? So it is interesting to obviously hear stuff from Google and see what they're doing. They have another series here, SEO Snippets. I like that series. And like I said, their current one is called SEO Myth Busting. But this is a really good channel. You should subscribe to that one too. Okay. So anyway, I think that kind of wraps up today, guys. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. Hopefully you kind of saw through looking through these tools kind of what we need to do for SEO, right? Big thing. I like the whole test and fix thing. So that Neil Patel tool, that one really impressed me today. It gave a lot of really valuable information for free. So that was really, really cool. So yeah, find out those technical issues that you need to fix. Too long titles, H1's missing, all that stuff. Look through those issues. A lot of them give you suggestions on how to fix it. If you have any questions on how to fix issues on your site, go ahead and post on Weaver Space, and me and everyone else in the community will happy to help you out. Again, backlinks was another big thing that we learned today, right? Getting and strategizing how we get other people to link to us, especially if those people are in the same category, the same niche, or the same keyword area as our site, right? If they're authoritative domains themselves, we want them to link to us, right? So it's really good stuff. Next is we learned how to look at keywords. We learned how we can look at even the free tools provide us ways to discover what keywords we rank for, which keywords we might want to target, and then how maybe our competitors will also be ranking for keywords, right? So we can see what our competitors are linking for, or what keywords they're ranking for, and then we can target those keywords as well, right? So a lot of these are strategies for SEO. It's all about backlinks. It's all about keywords. It's not about keyword stuffing. Okay, Google knows if you're doing that, right? Make sure that you actually have good quality content for those keywords. Really, really important there. Um, and Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I learned a little bit too. I thought it was fun kind of going through a lot of these tools. Again, that Neil Patel tool, which I never looked at until live on this call, really impressed me. The Screaming Frog one had some cool, some raw data, but yeah, that for free, hey, you can't beat the price. But so it could give us some interesting stuff. But I think a lot of the stuff, so Hike, that I already used, that between Hike and that Neil Patel tool, the SEO PowerSuite. I think if you are going to be doing SEO for people, it could be interesting, those reports that it has. Sadly, I'm sorry, I didn't have a lot of data in my documents because I hadn't ran them many times in the past, so I didn't have much rich data to show you in there. That the website auditor app that comes within those SEO PowerSuite is really cool though. But we kind of get that with Hike and that Neil Patel tool as well. So, and Ahrefs, I definitely follow their blog. It's on my hit list of things I want to subscribe to it, maybe to play around with it for a few months to see if it really is, like, how great it really is. I'm a lover of their products, a lover of what they do, in terms of how they are teaching people in the world about SEO. And then we learned about the Google Webmasters YouTube channel as well. So hope you enjoyed this today. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next week. Oh, don't forget to miss the deal of the week this week. That is, what is it? It's Floaty this week. 40% off Floaty. And yeah, hopefully we'll see some of you on the Hangout on Friday afternoon as well. So take care, guys. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.